good evening, and welcome to the Weathers Channel Evening Live. My name is Autumn, and this is my husband Richard, and we go live here on our YouTube channel every Sunday morning and Tuesday evening, it looks like. You can also catch us on our other channel, Watch Autumn Keto, where we go live every Wednesday evening at 8:30 p.m. Eastern for hashtag Wacko Wednesday. What did moving it from right there to right there do? What did that do at all? It was in your way. Okay, cool. All right. Thank you for joining us. The comments says, hi, Autumn and Richard and Wark Nation. I'm catching up on the replays most days. Keep up the amazing work. Thanks, Melanie. We're so glad you're here.
Hey, Melanie.
Dee's here, says, evening good, Weathers and Wark Familia. Just dropping in to say hello before dinner. Sounds delicious. Catch you on the hashtag replay. Hi, Dee. Draven West is here, says, good evening, Wark fam. Happy Hump Day Eve. I can't do it.
That's true.
Brianna's here, says, good evening, Wack family. Hi, Brianna. Glad that you're here.
Brianna.
Oh, Lord. He said, must the intro always be so loud? Apparently, yes. Yes, it must, because we can't control it. Shauna's here, says, hello, all.
No.
Says, hi, as the Autumn and Richard.
I think it is what it is.
Gigi's here, says, good evening, Mr. and Mrs. How was your day? It was great.
Good evening, Gigi.
It was a great day. I was working and
very productive.
I went to the shop today.
A lot of stuff done.
Yeah, so today was a good day.
Shop day now. So
yep. So I got all my work done.
Tuesdays are productive.
Miss Ebony's here, says, hi, good evening. Hello, glad that you are here. All right, everyone's just saying hi to each other. So yeah.
All right. Sounds about right. It's pretty spot on.
So the title of this live is called BBBE Madness.
Ooh, that's the title.
Yeah,
Ooh,
just because I
couldn't
couldn't think of anything to call it. But basically, what had happened was, so if you go to Dr. Barry's site, shopphd.com. That's SHOPPHD.com. So we launched a new design. So not only does it have the Proper Human Diet logo, now there's the beef, butter, bacon, and eggs. And I just sent that to them last week as a look, I came up with this design. Do you like it, sort of thing? Yeah. And Nisha said, yes, Dr. Barry loves it. And apparently he's been wearing it a lot of places and talking about it.
Snap.
And so over the course of the last 2 days, we've gotten 60 orders, which is absolutely mad. It's awesome. So I've been doing
cool shirts,
so I've been doing a lot of order organizing, right? So just like getting all the supplies together, planning out when I'm going to make them and how I'm going to ship them. And then I had to order more supplies, such as envelopes and mailers, things to actually send them in, because
logistics
because that's part of my job too. So it's been pretty cool.
That's so neat. I love it.
Oh my God. Shauna said, if anyone gets a message from me on Facebook, it's not me and not my email, just my name and cute face. Giant eye roll. Oh, you've been spammed, or I hate that. So
it does happen though, Efrain.
Yes.
You're not alone.
He said, who's the gal on the intro pic? That's just a model. She's just a person that wears
the stock photo.
Yeah, that's called a mock-up, when you can take your design and put it on. Anytime you see a person modeling a t-shirt on the internet, more than likely it's not a real model doing it. It's a mock-up to where you can take your design and place it on a person doing stuff, right? Okay. And it makes it look like they're wearing the shirt. It's actually very, very cool. But yeah, I don't know who that is. So
no, we don't know that.
Shauna said, not a new coworker. Honestly, she's young enough to be my new coworker, but no, that is a stranger. That is a model. I don't know who that is. So
look at you.
Yeah.
I'm such a cute person.
So we did get a lot of good TV watching done the last couple of days. So we finally finished Love is Blind season 2. And now we are started on the final seasons of The Expanse. So we're actually watching that now. Just because we need, we've gotten this far, we should go ahead and finish it. So, we'll see how the story wraps up.
Cleared off your DVR and whatnot.
I did. We cleared off a good chunk of DVR. So I caught up on Grey's Anatomy, caught up on Station 19, caught up on This Is Us, caught up on The Resident, caught up on The Equalizer, caught up on A Million Little Things.
All of your shows.
Yeah, caught up on Abbott Elementary. Yeah, so I love television.
And
if you can't tell.
You watched your wonderful little special on Disney.
Oh, yeah. I watched the Olivia Rodrigo special. Oh, my gosh. I love Olivia Rodrigo. So I watched her little featurette, like concert road trip sort of documentary. It was pretty great. So
I think they followed what they did with Taylor Swift.
Yes, which I didn't realize that there was also a Taylor Swift documentary. It's like, oh, gotta watch that next. I love me some Taylor Swift. Although I have not heard Folklore at all. Like I haven't heard any of the songs on it. Rhonda's here, says, hello.
Good
hello.
evening, Rhonda.
Yes. Oh my God. He said I was available to model for you. All you had to do was ask. Well, don't worry, guys. We will get those live pictures in person at Keto Palooza.
You're about to get asked.
He said we're finally catching up on Bridgerton. So that is also, that's on our list, but it might be like 4th or 5th. But yeah, we have a big list of things to get through. Bridgerton is on the list. So
look at you.
Yes. See, I just literally, while we're sitting here talking, I got another PhD order. Like I got another.
They must be talking about it.
Yeah, they must be somewhere. And so like people are just getting those shirts, and I absolutely love it.
That's what happens when
Facebook user says Autumn Weathers, hello, and Richard. That is such an interesting, like all the words together like that. Yes. Rhonda said, are you going to watch Bridgerton so good? Already finished the 2nd season? Jeez Louise. No, we haven't. Brianna said, I watched all of Bridgerton this weekend. Okay, is it good? Is it worth watching? So, oh my God. Driven was said, I'm waiting for a new show called The Slap. I mean, there's already been so much media about it. Like the news cycle is going to move on, but we didn't see anything. I woke up in the Monday morning with my best friend saying like, did you guys see apparently where Will Smith slapped Chris Rock? And I was like, that can't be real. And then all I had to do was Google Will Smith, and then it autofilled Oscars slap, you know, Chris Rock.
Watch award shows.
Oh yeah. Oh,
so that still happens.
My best friend Sealark, she said, I still watch award shows because I love pageantry. Like that's all it is just like pageant. Like let's just strut around and look at each other and how beautiful we are. But I don't watch award shows anymore. Neither did WJ, but she had to check the news. So that was pretty funny. Sam Benner's here, says, hello, peoples. Rhonda said, yes. Okay, very good. All right.
Nice.
He said the warden really wanted to skip this so we could finish Bridgerton season 1. Well, tell her, do you, girl?
Exactly.
No hard feelings. TV over everything. You already know what I look like. You know, we're going to talk about nothing right now. Like, I really did like season 1 of Bridgerton.
Yeah.
Honestly, I didn't like, even though the brother had like a backseat, like a secondary storyline, I really didn't like him. So I'm kind of like meh that the whole season's about him, but I'm sure they're going to make him more interesting.
Well, exactly.
Now that he is the,
just let the writers lean in to the script.
Yeah, Shauna said, I didn't even know the Oscars were on until the Facebook post. Well, I knew the Oscars were happening because we watch network television. And so even though we DVR it, you can catch some of the commercials. And so like, I saw so many commercials about how Wanda Sykes and Amy Schumer and Regina Hall were hosting the Oscars. I was like, that's really what we need. Like, I know that, is it Amy Poehler? No.
Oh gosh.
Who and Tina Fey? Either way, the two women that did it together, they're great. But is that how like they have like a relationship? We're just going to pick multiple people now to host it? So
yeah.
Mom's here says, hello everyone. Apparently my daughter and son-in-law are live. Yes, we are. Mary T's here says, hi, so glad to catch you on the last 20 minutes at work. Got called to work all week. I'm a little annoyed about it, but here I sit. Not sure why they want me. I'm all alone here. Just keep collecting that check, girl.
They just want your presence.
Just keep collecting that check. So
they want your presence nearby.
Brianna said, I was a little disappointed with season 2. It was okay, but I read the book. If I hadn't have read it, I may have liked season 2 better. I feel that way exactly about any time I read something and then watch the movie. Like the book just is able to go into so much more detail that TV shows and movies just can't get into.
Any book you read is going to be better than any movie.
Teresa said Dr. Barry's doing a Patreon Q&A now. Oh, okay. Ooh, I don't like clashing with that, but
the movie is like 7 hours. Like,
yeah, exactly. like the 10 Commandments, where they literally just. It's like a 5-part series. So
reading it is more visceral and like you can feel the emotion when you see it on page. You can read it out loud.
Yes. So that is so I mean, I plan on watching it, but like I said, as someone who's never read any of them and don't plan to read any of them, I didn't know The Expanse was a book, was a series of books until I watched Keto Connect's stories, Instagram stories, and that's what Matt is, I think, on the second Expanse book. And I was like, get out of town. That's a series of books.
I'm pretty sure most things are books first.
Yeah, I know, pretty much these days.
That's
Jen said, yeah, everyone is talking about Will Smith's slap, not his Oscar win. Yeah, I mean, I didn't watch any of the acceptance speeches. I didn't even watch the infamous slap. You hear enough about it. So I don't
watch award shows.
Yeah, anything about award shows.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Anything, I'll read I might read a list of winners. Here's the problem. This is what I was telling. This is what I was telling Richard, is that back in the day, award shows used to mean something because everyone watched what was nominated. Like there were only so many good things worthy of being nominated. So you had a frame of reference for everything and you truly wanted to see which one got voted on. Nowadays, with so many cable, streaming, network, places that, because used to be movies just came out in the theaters or movies just came out on HBO, but now anybody can make a movie, right? So they have to scour the entire industry to find the movies that are, and so now, out of the 8 movies that are nominated, I've never heard of 5 of them, right? And so I'm just like, I don't care who wins this because I don't
with you,
understand.
But I'll go from the opposite side and say that back in the days we only had 5 or 10 channels, and it took up a whole channel to watch it. So I was kind of being forced to.
That's also
now we have so many choices.
Guess
what? I'm not watching.
Yeah, that is a very
something I don't want to. I'd much rather watch a Netflix show or something than watch rich people grab awards.
Exactly, and just congratulate themselves. Yeah. So Rhonda said, I've gone back to the first season of Bridgerton. They need more episodes. Bridgerton was only something I had to watch once. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Shonda, but is anybody?
Have you rewatched?
Is anybody watching? Did anybody watch Inventing Anna? That's the show that I'm watching on my work breaks, and so it's been taking me weeks to get through it because I only watch
What is it?
It's the show about the scam artist Anna Delvey. It's a Shonda Land thing. Geez Louise, 16 days till Keto Salt Lake. You guys, Miriam reminded me of what my topic was. And I was just like, oh, that sounds great. Thank you for telling me that. So you guys, my talk is 45 minutes. What am I going to talk about for 45 minutes? But don't worry, I'm already thinking of things, but it's real. It's getting real out here.
Oh, we really tripping.
I am.
You going and
no, there's a difference. There's a difference. Jen says, Autumn, are you still going to the office 3 times a week, or are you only going once a week? No, I'll be going in 3 times a week for the foreseeable future. I'm imagining through the summer or through the rest of the year. Like it's going to be for a while. Yeah. And honestly, I don't mind that. I really don't mind going into the office. The only thing, maybe here's my plan. If eventually we get to choose how often we go into the office, I will choose to go in 2 days a week. Yeah, that like I would go in on Monday and I would go in on Friday. Being able to stay home Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday would be super legit. But I really do like going into the office, but it's just 3 is too much. And not only that, because I have to take my computer home every day. I got to take it home, I got to take it back, got to take it home, got to take it back, sort of thing. Where it's just like, it's not that I mind being there. It's just the constant shuffling of things that I don't like. So yeah. Yeah, so Mary T said I hadn't seen a thing about the Oscars either, but I can tell you I'm tired of hearing about it. Yeah, I mean, it was very old news. As soon as I was like, he did what? Okay. And then like I just literally moved on. Like I was like, doesn't bother me at all. So
I mean, I'm pretty sure they're both parlayed.
Jerry Van West said, I'm just finishing up the 3rd book in the Hunger Games series, Mockingjay. It is a great series. The Hunger Games.
Have you read it?
No, but the movies were amazing. So
the books are even
I actually
more
think I listened to the Hunger Games. I listened to the Hunger Games. I know for a fact I listened to at least
audiobook.
Yes, okay. I listened to at least the first couple Twilights, and I listened to the first 2 Divergents, I think. Okay. So I was really into like audiobooks back in the day because I wanted to know what and hear what happened, I guess.
I guess so you're rather to hear it than read it.
Yeah, I can't. I used to not be able to read, but now I can read in short spurts. But reading used to just put me to sleep. Like it just physically pained me to read. It doesn't pain me to read anymore, but I do just get distracted.
I think to me it depends on the story, because I have read books before, and it's kind of like watching a movie where you're really interested. Like I've read books and been tired, but then like, oh, I gotta see what happens at the next. Like I'm gonna read this next 2 chapters.
I remember listening to the Harry Potter books, and they were getting so scary that I literally had to turn it off. I'm like, but then I was like, I wanted to know what happened, but I didn't know what happened until I listened to it, and I was just like, oh, but I don't know what happened. So like, but I can't. If I was reading, I probably would have skipped it. So
the audiobook scared you.
Yes, it did. Have you ever heard Jim Dale? Absolutely, he was doing such a great job. Blue Dust said, good evening, fair weathers and watchers. About to pull some steaks out of the sous vide. Way to go. Yes. Jen said, I usually love the Oscars, but didn't watch it. I don't like Amy Schumer. I just looked up all the dresses online. Did you see Halle Berry's dress? I swear it was held up with a prayer. No, I didn't see anything.
See what I mean? Jen's like, the other person you watch for the glamour. Was it Whitney WJ?
Yes.
The glamour.
Yeah. Draven West said the Oscars, Matt, award shows to give entitled elitists more accolades and stroke rich egos. I got more to do in life than deal with that. Tell them how you really feel, Jerry Van West.
People like Jen here for the peacock.
Oh my gosh.
You want to stretch your feathers.
Shauna said, Autumn, I have faith in you. You can fill 45 minutes easily. We're just going to list all my favorite colors.
Air fry.
Jen said, I really missed the 9:30 a.m. chats. Yeah, not during the week, not for a while. So just catch it on Sunday mornings.
The fact that you got actual JOB again.
Yeah, which I really, really like. So no apologies. Atreus here says, hello. Mary T said, I'm a fan of Heather McDonald's podcast, Juicy Scoop. She's been watching the Anna show and says she hates the woman. Turned me off watching. Do you like it? I might watch it. So here's the thing.
The actual actor playing Anna?
Yeah, so here's the thing. The actress playing Anna is the girl from Ozark. It's the little country girl, you know? Okay. So I really love seeing her in a different role than the little country girl. But secondly, here's the thing. Right before this Inventing Anna came out, the Tinder Swindler came out. And I watched the Tinder Swindler documentary, and they did such a great job of explaining exactly how this man swindled all of these women out of money. Inventing Anna's the same thing. Everyone's like, how is she getting away with this? And you can literally just tell the Ponzi scheme of it all, right? And so I'm just like, she's just the Tinder Swindler. But it's cool because, once again, it is, the Tinder Swindler was real life. But, this is this is based on a true story as well.
I guess it depends on which one you saw first. Though.
Another thing I do like about Shondaland is that she uses a lot of the same actors, right? So Meredith Gray's mother is in this show, and and that was the first, but Grey's Anatomy was the first place I ever saw her. So to see how like evil and bitter she was, and then to see her lose her mind with the Alzheimer's, like she did such a great job at that like I literally, now that when you see her in this one and other things I've seen her in, of course, I'm just like, wow, she did such a good job of acting that. Like I just love seeing her like flourish and be different characters, right? So cute, and then also the guy that played like the vice president or the friend of the president in Scandal is in it, like that old guy. Like there's just a lot of people. Plus Anna Chlumsky's in it from My Girl. Like, yay! I'm going to keep watching it on my lunch break. Like, but it's definitely not something where I got to come home and be like, I got to see what happens.
Well casted.
It is well cast. There you go. I think it's cast. I think cast and cast are like the present and past tense.
Did not know that.
Yeah.
So well casted.
No, cast.
Tid. But
Bluto said, love the Hunger Games, not the happiest story, of course, but feels genuine. Yeah, I mean, it just feels, look.
Yeah, I mean, teenagers hunting each other and that the best
and what is it? The Handmaid's Tale? Just a little too close. Little too close to like, this could actually happen. Like, what? Now, thinking about like Divergent, I'm like, okay, that's a little too dystopian. But Handmaid's Tale?
Walking Dead. We don't know what they're working on in them labs.
We don't know what they're working on.
Start in the lab somewhere, and we all gonna have to get a horse.
He said, I'm still sad that I'm 8 months behind on my wrestling. Lord Jesus. How long are each of those wrestling
I was just going to say, 8 months behind. Your DVR is loaded.
Rhonda said, I love being a hybrid worker and I get to choose my 2 days. I just can't do back-to-back days. This week, I'm remote Monday and Friday.
That's your perfect schedule.
That makes sense. Yeah.
That's exactly what you were praying.
No, mine is the opposite. I would go into work Monday and Friday.
That's what she said.
No, she's remote Monday and Friday.
Oh, yeah. So she works 3 days this week.
Yes. Exactly. She gets to choose 2 days to be remote.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I thought she wanted 2 days to be off.
No. Okay. Sam Banner said, still reading 1 page a day? Why, yes, I am. More likely, more than usual. It is more than 1 page a day. So I read 2 to 3 pages a day. I'm still reading the 4-hour work week because the book is literally this thick. I mean, I picked a doozy for the first one, right? But I'm making my way through it. And I'm finally on the last chapter, which is all about liberation, which is about location freedom. And it's so funny because this book was written about a decade ago. Mm-hmm. And even the thing, first of all, he provides so many resources that are out of date. It's like, imagine being like, go to Napster to get the best of this. And we're like, that doesn't exist anymore, right? So
check out MySpace for this.
Yeah, exactly. So a lot of the resources are just like, that doesn't exist. But, the whole entire last section of the book is dedicated to negotiating with your manager how to work remotely. And I'm just like, bro, we don't have that problem anymore. Oh. Like we can all work remotely, So it's really just using the tactics to like get as much time freedom and location freedom as you can so that you can live the life that you want. But I'm like, I can already do that. Probably not through this year, but if I want to be like, hey, I want to go work remotely for a month, as long as I'm working business hours, I can do that from anywhere, And so a lot of people can. So it's just, I'm really loving the lessons that I'm learning, but some of the things that he puts a lot of emphasis on just aren't relevant anymore, which is absolutely amazing.
That's a funny uniqueness.
Jenna Marie's here. Says, good evening, everyone. How the HE double hockey sticks or y'all doing good? Joe Ray said, good evening. Hi. So Mary T said, maybe some audience participation and interaction in your 45 minutes. You're so good at that. First of all, thank you. Second of all, that's what I have to ask. Like, can this be a conversation or something? Like, can I just bring up a panel? Like, I can't. Just me presenting 45 minutes?
I know. It's like you talking?
Holly said, hello, everyone. Hope all is well this evening. Same with you, Holly. I'm glad you're here.
Macro maven, okay?
Jen, and I'm not talking about macros. Jen said, I really like the Tinder Swindler. I really liked it too.
Well, you'll like Inventing Anna then, Jen.
And Inventing Anna. There you go. Yeah, I mean, I liked it. So
I beat you to it.
Where can I watch this? Inventing Anna. She was a woman that invented this character.
On Netflix.
On Netflix.
On FlickyNet.
Yep, on Netflix. Rhonda said, I love the series Inventing Anna. Also, The Dropout on Hulu. Yeah, Amanda Seyfried, is that her name? I can't wait to watch that. But yeah, there's so much to watch, but we can only think about shows we've already committed. Like The Dropout is brand new. I can't watch that yet. So
I was gonna say, why can't you watch it?
Well, no, I mean, we need to get through the things that we've already
I was gonna say The Dropout could be one of those sneaky at work lunch things that you do.
Yeah, sticking to Netflix for right now.
Okay.
Shauna said I need to take a break from food shows. Okay, so I watched the first episode of Is It Cake? The talent is good, but the production of the show is annoying. I'm like, can we just watch these people make like the witty banter back and forth and having the judges try to guess, the comedians on there? I'm just like, okay, this is annoying. I just want to know whether or not it's cake.
What's the premise of the show?
The show is called Is It Cake? Where cake artists they make realistic looking cakes. So it's like they hide a cake in the midst of a bunch of real objects.
And you have to eat everything.
And then the judges have to determine by looking, is that purse a purse or is that purse actually a cake that looks like a purse? And so if you put it in a bunch of like a big setup of purses, if it looks realistic enough, you won't be able to tell the difference. So what channel is this? It's Netflix. So both the title and the premise are, is it cake? And so look, I watched the first one where they made breakfast sandwiches or junk food. Either way, it was really good.
Oh, yeah, no.
But just
it makes sense.
Everything that was going on in between trying to figure out is it cake was annoying
that
to me.
Pretty awesome.
Shauna said, I watched Handmaid's Tale for a minute. I and maybe I'm a season behind, but it's just one of those things where it's just like I would need a really in-depth previously on The Handmaid's Tale. Like I wouldn't, because I've forgotten so much.
You need to watch
same thing
all
with
the previously.
Yeah, same thing with Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. I would just need to like really remember what was going on there. So
no, it sounds like a really aggressive show.
Oh, it is. Bluto said yes, it's intense. Yes, to which Brianna said, loved Handmaid's Tale. I can't binge it though. It's just too intense.
Everybody's saying intense.
I can only watch like 2 to 3 episodes at a time. And then once again, even when I get to a certain storyline, I'm like, I'm done. I'm done with this for today.
Yeah, no, I mean that's kind of how I felt when The Walking Dead was at its height. Yeah. It was like that was intense.
Joe Ray said I watched both The Tinder Swindler and Inventing Anna, and then I went down a rabbit hole of true crime documentaries. I don't like true crime documentaries, but I would watch like true
Oh, is it true?
No, what are they?
Not crime?
No, like grifter type scam artist documentaries. Like I would watch stories about. Crime, I mean, but not violent crime.
Okay, so it's not murder, but just like petty white collar crime.
Yeah, oh yeah, I do like understanding about white collar crime too. Like check fraud, mail fraud. Come on now, catch me if you can.
I watch a little bit of it all just because I gotta always stay ready.
Yeah. Oh my God.
You gotta know where the scam coming from. Okay. You gotta know.
Mary C said, "Okay, I'm going home. I'm scanning documents and creating electronic files. It's mind-numbing. Scan 50 docs. Back to the desk. Open and save. Rinse and repeat. Way below my normal pay grade. But you getting that money though. Look, mindless work.
I'm saying,
especially in retirement. Just put you some headphones in.
Get you some Bluetooth.
Like you're
listen
there.
To your favorite jam.
Vicky Sears says hi from Arkansas. Hi Vicky. How you doing?
Have it off as jamming, Mary. Yeah. Have it off as rocking.
Oh my God! Of course, Holly said the new Outlander season is out. I know. I still am a couple seasons. No, I'm not over it. I'm just taking an indefinite pause.
Forgot the actors and everything.
Basically, what's happening is I'm really waiting until my traveling trips come up. So I got some trips that I got to take, and I'll be watching that while I'm.
Are you hearing this?
I can't watch it at home. Like I can't sing a song of a lass that's gone.
We both can sing a song.
So, no.
We can
both
sing.
Rhonda said my old manager said that this remote stuff is going to blow up in everybody's face. Mrs. Micromanager, yes, as people are going to stop doing their work. Really, no, that's just not true. Like, people really don't.
Up to the manager.
People don't understand managing if they think that the only way to get a person to do their work is to hover over them and make sure that they're doing their work. That's just not right.
Well, I mean, it's about your team. Hire the right people. And guess what happens?
Yes. Shauna said, "Oh, that sounds good. Is it cake?" I'm sorry, I didn't mean you needed to get away from food shows. I'm sorry to give you another food show.
They'll have cakes in the
Jory said, "Have you ever watched
girl.
Nailed It? Hilarious." And I love the host. So I love the host too, but I can't watch Nailed It because I don't like to watch people embarrass themselves.
What is Nailed It?
Nailed It is the show where they take. It's Nicole Byers, I think, is the host. It's the black girl it's the sister from Grand Crew.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And so so basically they take like Pinterest, I think it's like they take Pinterest trends or like really crafty things that people can do, that make it look easy. And then there's people on a show that like try to recreate it, right? And have you ever like seen something on Pinterest and you're like, oh, I could do that, and then you try to do it and you're like, it looks nothing like it.
Okay.
So it's like nailed it.
Anything from food to crafts and
I think it's more crafts, but it could be food. But yes, like it is, yeah. So, but Nailed It has like 6 seasons. I mean, it was a big hit. So, Brianna said cooking shows and competitions annoy me. Yeah, the only competition I like is The Amazing Race, but I don't really watch cooking shows.
Well, I like to learn things. I always learn, you learn little tricks.
Gina Marie said, Richard, I'm watching everything Marvel in order, all on Disney now. Luke Cage season 2. Yeah, we've already watched. The only one I didn't see out of all of those.
We watched them all on Netflix.
Was Jessica Jones. We didn't watch Jessica Jones, because he told me these are the only ones you really need to watch. The best from here, the best from there. We did watch Luke Cage. No, you said if you watch this, then we can fill in the blanks on Jessica Jones.
Yes. Well, also, you're not an intense watching person. Jessica is more of an intense storyline.
It is. I didn't want to. Even though I love what's
out of all of them, Jessica Jones is the most mature story.
Gina said Tyler Henry on Netflix. Excellent. I just started watching that today. I used to watch Hollywood Medium, and I really liked him. So.
And what is that show?
Hollywood Medium, or on Netflix, it's called Life After Death. Yeah, he's a medium.
Only talks to celebrities.
And he used to, but now he's just traveling around the country talking to regular old folks.
Yes. I'd definitely like to could not talk to.
I like
my great uncle.
I like Tyler, and so I was like halfway through the first episode. That's another one of them light watching. Like I'll just watch that whenever I get the time.
I don't mind, but I'm always the type like.
Renee said,
"Are we breaking any rules here? I don't want to let that person sleep. They ain't got to be talking to me. Let my great uncle sleep."
Yes, been listening to trashy podcasts. Okay, I'm really gone this time. That's really funny. Trashy podcast.
It's okay. So.
Blue Dove said, I can't watch train wrecks either. I have an excess of empathy. It makes me uncomfortable. Exactly. That is exactly like nailed it. You know, like watching people mess up. That's why I can never watch those prank shows like, America's Funniest Home Videos or Ridiculous or anything. I'm just ridiculous. I can definitely watch that. It's like, I don't like this. Like, I don't think that's funny. No. So,
I mean, it's only funny when it's funny. Yeah. Like I said, some of it is like if you really hurt yourself and stuff like that, it's not funny.
Like there was this episode of Punked where they were punking Brandy, but they were making it look like Ray J was getting arrested for something. And like Brandy was just freaking out and she was crying and pleading, please don't take him away. I can't believe this is happening. And then they're just like, ha ha ha, gotcha. And it's just like, nothing about that is funny,
I think it was also like season 2. I think that was when first season of Punk was when they did the subtle stuff, and then they kept trying.
No, the first episode wasn't the first episode of Punk Justin Timberlake where they made it look like they were repossessing everything in his house. He was about to start crying.
That's funny.
No, it was just that. But like you could tell that Ashton Kutcher and Justin Timberlake had a relationship to where he literally knew that was a practical joke. But I was just like, no, I can't do it.
But that's what I'm saying. Like if Justin Timberlake is like, oh my God, you're repossessing. Come on.
No, he was scared. For real. Jen said, I'm much more productive and happy working from home. If people don't want to work, they will still slack off in the office. Exactly. That is the whole point.
No, Blue Dove said Jessica Jones. I bet it is good.
Done. I bet it is.
No, it really is. So. And the actor killed it. The actor killed it.
He said, "Okay, stop. What exactly are you doing with those hoodie strings?" I don't know. I just was like, this feels kind of cool.
Do you realize she has nervous energy?
I like
all of this anxious energy.
I gotta sit here next to him. Of course, I'm nervous and anxious. That's all I'm saying. So. Joe Ray says, with Nailed It, I don't get uncomfortable because I don't think the contestants are taking it all that seriously either. Yeah, it's more like, well, this is going to be whatever it turns out to be. You're right. Whereas on like the Great British Baking Show, I just feel for those people. But there hasn't been any big drama this year. But,
also when you're competing, like it's people want to be the best of the thing. Like I don't mind watching things if everybody's really striving to be the best. Yeah. Like sometimes you do trip. Like
Blue Dove said, I don't see that Tim loves the new Extreme America's Got Talent. I have to have him put it off when I come on. I can't deal with the danger acts. No, I agree. Yeah, don't do that crazy America's like got extreme talent. I was like, what? No,
I don't want you to hurt yourself. I don't want once you hurt yourself for real.
Yeah, and when we have to watch, like,
I don't want nobody.
Yeah, can't do it. So
you're so cute.
So I could talk. Can my talk at Keto So Like be about TV? Because Lord knows I can do that for 45 minutes, right? So
I'm saying,
but it's exciting.
You're so cute.
Yeah,
It's T-minus time.
I know. I didn't realize there's only 16 days. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. I'm
ready.
I haven't even thought about packing. Okay.
Let's roll.
No. No.
You never think about
I got to make shirts. Like we're selling shirts there. I have to make all of them.
Order them
in addition to the 60 orders that I just got for Dr. Berry. So yeah, this is going to be a busy next couple of weeks.
That's it.
Yeah.
Hit the ground running.
Yeah, we got to go. Okay, guys, thanks so much for joining us. And we're going to be tomorrow over on Watch Out on Keto for hashtag Hawacko Wednesday. Have a good evening, everyone.
Well, of course.
Bye.
Bye, all.